Okay guys, we back working on blow through F-150. So I picked up these little pieces of birch, 1/2 inch birch, from this place I've been delivering to occasionally. They build chairs and they cut strap out and they actually put it in a big bin, and I don't know what they do with it, but I was able to get where the guy let me get a couple strips of pieces. I got several of these like this right here. So my plan is to actually cut these for the side here of the box, and then I'll cut a strip all the way back, all the way through there. I gotta remove this LED strip right here. I gotta remove it. I gotta relocate it somewhere else. But right now, what I wanna do is cut 2 side pieces to go between here and here, which is gonna flush. You see this, it has a lip here. And I'm gonna set this piece like flushed against here, from here all the way up. Same thing on the other side. And I'm gonna lock those in. And then I'm gonna do a piece for the top. That's what's gonna allow me to, when I slide my first piece on, I'll slide it over. So can I show y'all? It'll be, let's see here. It has to be here. I'm gonna have to cut this because it's probably gonna fall within the port. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure something out on that back side, but the side, we're gonna do it like that. So let me get that done. Okay guys, I got my 2 side strips cut. And but they are right here. So I'm gonna put these on the side. So let me climb up in here and show y'all what I try to do. All right guys, I just did a little test fit. So if you can see, like, that will give me more to actually drill to. I hadn't done the front yet. I'm just checking this test fit in the sides. So that sits off in there as a little H. It's just a lip. The box sits off in there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna silicone. I mean, I know this could have been a better way to access this enclosure, but like I said, it was just done the way it was done. So like I said, maybe one day I'll rebuild the whole thing with 410s back. But right now we're just gonna work with this. But I'm gonna go back. Guys, like I said, I'm probably just gonna use some good silicone that I can actually, if I need to get back in here, I can break it. So that's what was on here from the beginning, silicone. But I don't think it was enough anyway. It wasn't on there like I would put it on there. But so what I'm planning on doing is putting it all on this rail, all the way back, all the way around, before I seat this top piece on there. Then I'm gonna build another frame across the front of it, across the front right there. And I'm making sure I secure these sides. See, actually, I'm glad I actually turned these like this, which is, like I said, it's probably gonna shrink my port area. But at this point, I mean, it is what it is. So these little pieces, and I made a mistake, they're not 1 inch, they're 7/8. They're between 3/4 and 1 inch. So they're like 7/8 thick. They're thicker than 3/4, so they're not 1 inch. But I started screwing into one on the other side, and it kind of started splitting, so I had to bag off of it. And I actually bust this one, so I had to cut another piece and put enough screws in there to where I didn't over tighten. And like I said, I gotta do the back, and then that's gonna be it. And we're gonna mount the subs up, but I actually had to go back and liquid nail the top part of this enclosure, because I put one speaker in and pushed on it. I can hear air coming through the top of this front face. And it's 2 layers on the front face, but I heard air seeping through it. I didn't like that, so I pulled the subs back out, and then I did that. But we'll cut you back on in a minute. All right, guys, decided to cut y'all back on. I've been cutting a few pieces. Let y'all see what I got going here. I'll set y'all right there. Okay, so this piece right here, I'm gonna put it like here. Like that. And if y'all wondering how am I judging where that wood's been sliding on, there's a little indentation I can see in this wood to where it was. And I'm just kind of trying to line it up with that. So the middle part that I'm leaving left out is I got to come up with something else, because I can't run this all the way across. It'll be in the port area. So maybe I can come up with some smaller wood. Actually, I would really need, at this point, 3/4 birch, because this right here is a little bit smaller. Or 1/2 inch, maybe. Just so I can run a strip in the middle over that port to drill down to. Because I don't want to run this piece all the way across. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit in the port. Just a little bit. I don't want that. But we're going to figure something out to actually seal the box once it goes there. Of course, I'm going to go back with my Barbie doll pole, and it's going to be, like I said, centered right there where it was, and it's going to support that area, but still, I got to get a piece of strip of wood to go across to drill the top box down to. And I changed my mind about putting actual braces inside the box. I said I was gonna do pole braces, but I'm not gonna do that. Like I said, I'm already adding wood, and I'm gonna shrink my port area by adding wood. So I don't wanna add more braces inside to shrink it even more. So we're just gonna get that done. I'm gonna drill this side in right here, and then come back and try to figure out what I'm gonna do right here. I might just take a piece of wood and just try to notch it out some kind of way. I'm gonna figure something out. We'll cut you back on. We're gonna get a chance to take a break because my battery in my drill done died. I forgot to charge it. After all this video footage I've been getting, I haven't charged my battery. I think that's pretty good. But anyway, y'all see the strips, the lip that I made all the way around here, all the way across. Okay guys, another test fit. Another test fit. We slide this piece back on, and we went in the port. We actually checked. Okay, so I see. You can see everything in there is pretty much gonna touch the top layer. The only thing I gotta do is screw down to that. Okay, so this piece right here is the piece I cut that was over the port. I just cut it enough just to actually press it in, so to stay in it, just so I can see how far down it drops into the port. And you can see not any. So it's stuck in here. So I'm gonna take the top layer back off, and I'm gonna go ahead and, when my drill gets charged, I'm gonna go ahead and screw this piece in, so I won't have to cut anything off of it. So that's what that looks like. And there are my holes for my Barbie doll pole, so it'll be right there to support it, to help support that. I'll be able to get in there and put screws in it. So that's where that's gonna go. So I'm good. My trim piece is gonna work out just fine. Yep, I'm satisfied with that. In the backyard, guys. Now, I do supposed to go to the shop. I supposed to actually went to the shop today, but the shop's not open, and the guy said he gotta do a couple things, which is Halloween. He said he gotta do a couple things before he take his daughter trick-or-treating, and so like I said, I already had my plans to just tackle it anyway. So once he decides to do what he's gonna do, I'm just gonna let him cut that top layer for me. Two things. He got a table saw, and the main reason is I ain't gonna have to buy no wood. The wood is basically free, so I'm gonna get the wood for free. So I'm just gonna let him cut that top layer, and that's all I'm gonna need him to do for me. So today, my plan is to get these subs mounted, wire the amp up, tune the amp, and I might just need to go to the store and get me some clear silicone. Yeah, so I can put silicone under this layer. Once I screw it down to the pieces that I built inside, I'm gonna silicone the hell out of it all the way around, even here where the seal side is, where the seal side joint. I'm gonna put a good bead of silicone all the way down. I'm just gonna go get me a big tube. That's my plan, and I can just seal this all the way up. Yeah, I can seal this all the way up. So to be honest, like I said, if I wanted to go buy a sheet of wood and measure out and cut, see my wood, how I'm gonna do this wood, let me explain to y'all. See this lip? I'm gonna put the wood from here all the way up, so it's gonna double lap, so it's gonna be like a T over this. Then maybe I'll come back and do some silicone on the outside and then put that top layer on here and just screw that top layer to this layer. Put a whole bunch of screws in it all the way across, just so it can snug tight to it. And like I said, this is basically, so if I ever have to go back into the box myself, I'll basically know what I have to do to get back into the box and repeat the steps that I did. If I have to change the subs out, if I get a bad sub again, before I decide to upgrade to some bigger subs, I won't have to bother nobody. I can just do it all myself at this point, because I know what I have right now. And that's actually a good thing, is sometimes doing stuff by yourself and on your own. That way you pretty much know what you have into it and invested, and you know you took your time and got it right to the best of your knowledge. Not actually depending on somebody else to actually do stuff to your perspective. So I'm very satisfied with what I've done versus somebody else actually doing it for me, because I know what I'm doing and I know how I did it, versus thinking about it and can't see it. But anyway, let me let my drill charge and we're gonna get everything tacked in. Okay guys, I am still waiting on my drill to charge, but in the meantime, we're checking our work. We double checking our work, guys. Okay, so once my drill get charged, I'm going to take a couple screws out of that, just back them out, leaving that one in on the end and bringing this up about a ½ an inch here. You know what I mean? Trying to get this back flush and seated the best I can. You see it's flushed and seated over here, but I'm a little off. So like I said, I'm gonna take the screws out. I'm gonna screw that one in first, because that one is actually where I want it. It's out of the port area and it's just like I want it. And it's actually gonna give me access to bolt it down. So I'm gonna slide that up. Over here, we got just a little bit. We're gonna take a couple screws out of it. But we're gonna back those 3 out right there. That was not in. And then once we back those 3 out, we're gonna twist it up to kind of get a little bit more contact. And like I said, we are gonna put some hell of a silicone across the back. Y'all know I wish I can liquid nail that or put some wood glue, but if I did that, I won't be able to get back in this box again. That's just real talk. But everything else looks good. Everything else looks good. So, cut you back on in a bit. Okay guys, we're back on. Drill charged up. And we got the support for the port side done. I'll probably go back and put some more screws in it, but I didn't have to cut anything, and that right there is out of my port area. It is not in my port area now. Which gives me an idea. I can actually lengthen my port if I want to at this point. But I wonder what will it change my tuning to? Probably will make it play more lows. I'm thinking about it. Probably won't hurt to add just a few inches on it. Since that's there, I can come back and do a bottom piece and do the sides. At this point, I think I need to. Yeah, let me think about that, guys. I mean, it's really puzzling me now, because that top piece is actually lining up with the top part, and really the only thing I have to do is build two sides and a bottom. But we'll see what happens. I think I'm gonna leave it like that, because really, like, I don't want to change it too much. I don't want to alter it too much, because with the same tuning that I already had, I want to see how it does with the power. So that's why I'm gonna leave it like that. We have the subs mounted. Of course, we did show the trim in the last video. I had to adjust it a little bit, but I'd rather for it to be kind of sitting high than sitting all the way low. But I think that's gonna work. My subs are mounted. Caught hell mount them though, because it's so tight. And at the last minute, realized I had a real long bit for my D-Walk drill. I don't even know where it is now, but at the end, finally you start using it and start getting some stuff done. But subs in, so we actually gonna move on to wiring the amp up. But what I wanted to do first was, I was the hell of my drill. My drill's right here. But wiring my amp up, I'm gonna actually build some stands over here on this side. Let me go on this side, hang on. All right, we got a little lip right here. I'm gonna build some stands. Maybe two parts, one here, one there, or I might just do one all across, just to have something to secure the amp down. I got that side screwed in, but don't have enough over here to screw it down. So we're gonna build some little stands, one here. I think we're just gonna do one here and one here. That's what we'll do. Let me get the saw going, and we'll cut you back on. All right, guys, so we're gonna let y'all see some saw action, just a little bit. I wish I had Mr. Parsons so I could cut through it, but I don't. See, I think I'm just gonna make one to go all the way across, versus building two legs. I'm just gonna do one to go all the way across. So these two, I'm just gonna screw them together like that, sandwich, and I'll put them up under the amp. I'm gonna spray them black too. I'm just gonna test fit these and see like what's the deal with them. Gotta screw them together too. Hold on. All right, so here we go. All right, so we're just gonna screw these together. Make sure that's straight. plan. I'm gonna do it just like that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to screw it through the cab. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drill me a hole through here and a hole through here, enough to get the screw all the way past it, and then just drill the bottom one in. So I'm gonna do all that and actually get it ready to paint. I'm gonna do that now. So we're just gonna, like I said, we're pre-drilling so the screw will go all the way past the first layer, and then it'll go to the second layer, and then drill into the body of the truck. That's the plan. So I'm not gonna be able to hold the camera and drill, so let me go ahead and cut the camera and just go ahead and get these two drilled, like right here. So we got the holes drilled, so now we just put a little black paint on this to kind of tone that old wood finish down. Not paint the back side. We don't want the nothing to get on the carpet, even though you won't see it anyway. But all right, we'll let that dry. Once it dries, we'll put it in. All right, something else I'm gonna add in. So my LED strip, which I gotta relocate it. So I just laced it with some double side tape right here, and I hadn't peeled that side off yet. And to see, I have a little extra lip on the side here, to where if I need to, I can I got some small screws. I can just kind of go through here. Maybe, if this two side don't stick to the wood. Okay, so what I gotta do, I gotta relocate this. This what was plugged into my LEDs. This was running out the top of the box. Let me show you. It was gashed out coming through here. So we can't run it back through there again because we put the edge. So what I'm about to do is climb up in there. I got this my car drill with my drill bit on it. I'm gonna put a hole in the side of the box so I can plug it in right here. This it right here. I'm gonna try to get the hole under this piece so I can plug it up. And then once I plug it up, I zip tie it out the way from this. And then once I get the wire through there, I'll come back with some liquid nail. I'll come back with some liquid nail and seal the hole off. But I'm gonna run the strip along here where those nails at, all the way down. That's where the strip's gonna be ran at. I actually could run it underneath also, but then I'll be taking a chance of when I drill the box down, screwing right into it. So I'm gonna have to run it across there. So let's get that done. Like I said, we're waiting on that piece to dry. And we're also waiting on the mailman. I'm gonna go to the mailbox because I got something coming in the mail I wanna do an unboxing on also in this video. So if the mailman come before the sun goes down, I'll be able to show y'all what I'm waiting on. So I'm gonna walk to the mailbox right now after I drill the hole. Okay guys, we got the Barbie doll on the pole here. So we're gonna cherish her and send her on to my daughter. So my daughter finna actually take her. She done seen her back there blow hair for a while. So she very excited to get the Barbie doll off the pole. So, so we will be replacing the blow through Barbie doll with a brand new Barbie doll. And she gonna pick her out. You gonna pick her out? So we're gonna give her this one right here. So we're gonna unstrap her and release her. She's been caged in the blow-through F-150 for 4 years, and we finna actually retire her. So hang on a second, let me get her cut off, and we're gonna give her to a new owner right there. Okay guys, the Barbie is in new hands. She no longer belongs to me. So we just have this pole. Plans are we're gonna paint this pole black this time, and then she's gonna pick out the new Barbie that's gonna go on the new pole. So stay tuned for that, guys. Okay guys, another unboxing video. It made it. I ain't think I was gonna be able to pull it off, but I just went to the mailbox and I actually snuck a few things in that I didn't record, but I want to surprise y'all in this video. So we finna do an unboxing video or unwrapping video, Christmas time or whatever you want to call it. It's Christmas time in October on Halloween, and we finna bust some packages open. Okay, so I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'll just set the camera right here. That's gonna work. So here's a package right here. We just got this right here in from the postal service. I ain't gonna tell you what it is, but honestly, it's just a last minute completion. Something at the last minute I decided to go ahead and do. Be sure to follow Hobby 601. Like, comment, subscribe if you didn't watch this video thus far. And appreciate all of my followers that done follow me, got me to that 15K, man. 15K. Yes, sir. Now I'm on the road to 20K. So y'all gotta help me get there. You know, we ain't stopping here. All right, so anyway, this is a Sky High audio double fuse holder. Sky High. I got this off eBay. I was just browsing, and I ran into this. So honestly, I stopped running a fuse before my amp some time ago. So at this point, I decided to go ahead, and since I saw this, I decided to go ahead and slap it in. Real good, reasonable price. I don't have my phone, but tell you what, let me get my phone and I will actually tell y'all how much I paid for this. So if y'all guys want to go cop one of these, you all can. Like I said, I bought the SMD for under the hood, but if I had saw this first, honestly, you know, you're trying to save money, I would have got this right here first. So let me get my phone so I can tell you exactly how much I paid for this. Let me look here. I don't want to tell you nothing wrong. I got another package too. I got it open, but I want to tell you how much I paid for this right here again. Man, a whopping $13.99 for this. Like I said, I'm gonna put this before the amp, and I actually already got it set up to do. I was just waiting on this, and 2 300 amp fuses. 2 300 amp fuses came with it. They give you the option to select what size fuse you want. So I chose 2 300 amps because I was told that the amp pulls 620 amps current. Okay, so here's the next package. Scar Audio fuses, AUL fuses, 300 amp fuses. So I got these to kind of have for backup because all of my spare fuses, I didn't use them all up. So here it comes with 10 Scar Audio fuses, 300 amps. There they go, y'all see them? I got these off eBay, 10 of them. So I got fuses galore, you know what I mean? All right, so what's next? We're gonna slap this in, but first I'm gonna let you look at my wiring and my positioning of the amp, where I have the amp at. Okay, here we go, guys. So here's the little piece that I told you I was gonna paint. Double stack those two, and I drilled a hole in the middle so I can sink the screws through the second piece and then to the body. I use real short screws in there because I didn't want to drill all the way through the frame. I got up under there and I actually checked. You know, it's just barely peeping out. But like I said, I still got a lot more work to do under the truck, like with the wire looming and then spraying my grounds and all that. I still got to do all that. So right now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wire this up right here, and I'm gonna tune the amp. Last but not least, subs mounted. All that's done. Only thing left to do is actually put the top back on, screw it down, and actually I bought some. Let me show y'all what else I bought here. I bought this right here. This 100% silicone. Like I said, this is the only thing I can use to be able to get back into the box. I don't know anything else I can do at this point to actually seal off the air side of it. But I've seen guys actually do like the little, I think the threaded nuts all the way around, but I'm not gonna tackle that right now. I mean, it might be something I'll have to do later on. If I decide to do something like that, I'm gonna redo this whole enclosure. And I also had to put like some liquid nail right here. After sealing the box up, I did all I could to actually get the front face actually sealed, the baffle. So I just come back with some liquid nail and I'm gonna let that dry. Main thing is, the reason why I put the cover on, because I'm letting this dry. I'm letting all this dry. Make sure no air is leaving this seal side. So that's the purpose of that. So, okay guys, so honestly, I think we're gonna wrap this video up and bring y'all back. And let y'all hear some bass. Well, not quite let y'all hear some bass, but I'm gonna let y'all see me actually seal this box off. Seal this box off, and when I come back, you'll see that install. So until the next video, like, comment, subscribe, all thumbs up. What's up?